important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Read it and weep.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an... He lobs one high down the left side.
Good hands, buddy.
He can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Cradles it at the 35. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Relax, 45.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field.
Taking a lot of heat.
Use their speed to hurt this defense.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
I got to play.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got
Let's get back in the end zone.
And it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Good job, little bro.
Pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, there's no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Glad that shit didn't happen during the play.
Game is entirely different.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff.
Make the fucking tackle. Let's go, boy.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The handoff to Johnson. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those. So that's a
turning on the Jets. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. To the ground.
It's just dumb, bro.
Finding an escape route. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Yeah. Good job, bro. He did get drilled. Aaron Hall.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Throw that out of here, bro.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, leaves it on the end, stopping him short of the 1st down line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Wide open spaces.
Good job, 2. Let's go. Let's go.
He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Well, I mean, I checked with people with the Browns, and I was told that that day-to-day classification for Pickett is firm. This is not considered a long-term issue right now. But with hamstrings, they simply don't want to re-aggravate it, so they're going to take it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Finds the tight end. Turning it on.
Whoa, what's up with that?
42, but he picked up 10 there. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. But you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Throws the wide out. Grabbed in the middle. It's Key. Gets it all the way down.
Jeff Basson joins us now to talk about some MLB breaking news involving Bryce Harper and the commissioner, Rob Manfred, and a verbal confrontation. Okay,
39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Markway. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before 8.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense. For
going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Raiola.
You was there.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure.
Yeah, keep him in there. Keep him in there. Keep him in there.
the offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it to him on the screen.
Come here.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cornhuskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass.
No, go to him. Go to him. Behind me, behind me, behind me. Good job, Dominic.
Defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
I
tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive.
Who?
It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Touchdown,
God
Cornhuskers.
damn, man.
And what a turn of events as this
That's
defense